Christians may have visited China as early as the 7th century, but between the 13th and the 16th centuries, first Franciscan and Dominican friars, and then the Jesuits preached the gospel to the Chinese. Christians were at times the emperor's favourites, or at least tolerated, but sometimes they were persecuted. By the early 1800s, the first Protestant missionaries arrived in China, and the Reverend Robert Morrison was the first to translate the Bible into Chinese. But now many Chinese Christians are bringing the good news of Christianity back to the West.
I am a full-time missionary working with Chinese Overseas Christian Mission. This mission was founded in 1950 with a vision to bring the good news of Jesus Christ to the Chinese people living in the UK and Europe. We started to realize that the harvest today actually was the seeds sown by those early missionaries going to China sacrificially, giving and sharing the love of Jesus Christ with so many Chinese people. So we just felt like now it is the time for us to pay the debt back. Amen. Our Chinese churches in the UK and Europe usually view Chinese New Year's as a good time to do evangelistic work, because it is a good time to invite people around for celebration in the church with the church family. We will be also able to not only physically reunion with your family members on the earth, but actually help people to think about the reunion with the Father in heaven. Christian faith appeals to me not as a religion or as an idea, but basically it's about a relationship. I see this as an opportunity to bring this faith in Jesus Christ to them, introduce them to the love of Christ, and so that they can find the purpose of their life in Christ. A lot of people just after material things. They said the wealthier you are, the richer you are, the better you are. People are busy with chasing after all these wealth, success, and fame, and they don't have enough room to think about some deeper and bigger questions in their lives.
This beautiful church takes its name from the 4th century saint, Martin of Tours. On a cold winter's day, St. Martin, a Roman soldier, cut his cloak in half to share with a stranger who appeared as a beggar. That night, the stranger returned to him in a dream as Christ wearing the half-cloak, saying, "For as much as you did it for the least of these, you did it for me." The spirit of this great saint lives on. From the earliest times, St. Martin in the Fields has helped the needy, the homeless, and welcomed the stranger. In fact, since the early 20th century, it's been known as the Church of the Ever-Open Door. The famous vicar Dick Shepherd started St. Martin's mission to the homeless during World War I by opening the church to soldiers on their way to the front. Shepherd later opened the doors to the world when he broadcast the very first church service on the BBC from here 90 years ago. And now the Chinese congregation, who were invited to share this church 50 years ago, are celebrating another fulfillment of Christ's words. "I was a stranger, and you welcomed me." Bible Society and other Christian missions estimate that in today's China, the world's most populous country, there may be as many as 200 million Christians. But the Communist Party, who've ruled since 1949, claim that there are fewer than 20 million. In the 1960s and 70s, during the Cultural Revolution, all religions were forbidden. But religious activity, restricted to places of worship only, has been officially tolerated by the atheist state for the last few decades. And Chinese Christianity is rapidly becoming the world's fastest growing faith. Soprano Cheng Wang was brought up atheist but became a Christian as a student in the UK.
the beginning of the study time, I was quite lonely and homesick. And I met the Christian student and friends, and I went to church, and they're really loving and giving and generous. I was curious where this love comes from, and then I want to find out. So I just started to attend their Bible study and did a lot of activities with them. And then I find out God is the source of love. We are all made in the image of God. So no matter I'm Chinese or you are English or, there is different nationalities, we are all naturally attracted to our Creator. God is love, and He is eternal, and He has a plan for everyone. And for me, it really teaches me that it is my responsibility to really guard my gifts well, and as God gave me the singing voice, and to develop it, to really discipline myself, so in order I can use it well and for serve Him and serve people.